You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and I know it's been a long, ugly season filled with a lot of bad news. But on today's video, we're going to break some good news to all of the diehard Giants fans out there. That's coming up in a second. But first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. No matter what the Giants' record is, we're going to continue to put out free, informative, entertaining, passion-driven updates for free multiple times every single day. And we are almost at our milestone of 60,000 subscribers. If you love the Giants and you're new to the channel, hit that big red sub button, and I'll do this. If we get to 60,000 subs on today's video, we need 571 diehard Giants fans to join the club. We'll do a Gatorade bath on tomorrow's live show. Kayvon Thibodeaux has missed the last 4 games for the New York Giants, but it seems as if he could be returning sooner rather than later, and that is major news for this New York Giants football team. The way the Giants have had success this year is by getting after the quarterback. They lead the NFL in sacks at 35, but last week against the Commanders, they didn't sack Jaden Daniels not one single time, and they got tore up. And if they could bring Kayvon Thibodeaux back into the fold, playing alongside Ojulari with Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence, this defense may finally be at full strength, and we could see the type of dominant performances we were expecting in the offseason. Kayvon Thibodeaux did tell the media today on Wednesday that he expects to not play against the the Panthers this coming up Sunday. But when the Giants return from the bye and they play Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, KT5, he said he's going to be out there. And that is awesome news. Thibodeaux was off to a great start. And in my opinion, it was his best start to an NFL season. I know the sacks aren't there, and I think we've learned after last year that there are so much more, analytics and stats we can look at to see who and how Kayvon Thibodeaux is having a great year. I thought he's been playing the run really good. I thought he's been setting the edge really well. You see the stats on screen, just 2 sacks, but he had 16 pressures in 5 games, averaging 3 pressures per game. He's got 10 QB hurries. And what's important to me that I think will result in great success down the road is his ability to win in one-on-one pass rush situations. He is doing it, or was doing it before the injury, better than he had so far any time throughout his career. In his rookie year, he had a pass rush win rate of 13.2%. And then when he had 11 sacks last year, it was just 10.6% of the time. But he nearly has doubled his pass rush win rate from 2023 to 2024. He is winning in these situations at nearly an 18% clip, and that's what you want to see. You want to see growth in a statistic like this. And if you get 5 back on the edge to pair them with 0 and 51 and 97, I know this season may be lost, but there are things I am still looking forward to. And I want to see this Giants defense continue to thrive getting after the quarterback. That's an identity that can translate and transfer from year to year. We know Dexter Lawrence is a special player. 9 sacks, 33 pressures, 19 QB hurries. Brian Burns having a hell of a year. A stat that I love from him is he leads the NFL in deflected passes at the line of scrimmage. That's essentially as good as a PBU and a win for him. He's got 32 pressures, 1 less than Sexy Dexy, and he's actually getting more QB hurries than him. Just hasn't resulted in as many sacks. We know Kayvon had a good start to the year, but even my guy Azeez Ojulari, who the Giants decided to hold on to at the NFL trade deadline, he's having a really good year and a limited sample size as well. And I want to see all of these guys healthy and see this defense play at full strength, because there's one thing I know I can rely on, and it's for 97, 0, 51, and 5 to show up and show out on Sundays. And I want everyone to be excited when Kayvon gets back. Look, he was selected number 5 overall. He's supposed to be a building block of this team, and I think he can do that, and I've seen a player that's better this year than he was in the prior 2 years. Show Kayvon some love, and if you're ready to see him back out on the football field wearing New York Giants blue, type those 5s in the comment section. Coming up next, we have a full Giants injury report coming out of practice on Wednesday, and we have some ideas of who may be playing and who may be out. And I'll say this, it sounds like a starter on offense could be missing a game this Sunday. That's around the corner, but first, I got to give a major shout out to today's sponsor, Game Time. Look, if you're looking to go to a Giants game this year, use Game Time and use the promo code ChatSports so you can get $20 off your first purchase. Save some money when you go watch this team play, and you could do that at Game Time. It's the app where you get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. You get to see your seat view in the app when deciding what tickets you want to buy. It's easy to resell your tickets, and you get to access your tickets from your phone. Make sure you take advantage of their two unique features, the all-in pricing. That way the price you see is the price you pay, and the Game Time Picks feature as well. That feature makes it that much more easy for you to get the best deals to go see your favorite people perform. It's more than just Giants games, though. You can go to concerts, you can go to theater events, you can go to comedy clubs, and so much more. So download the app, create an account, and use the promo code ChatSports. That's ChatSports, and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. What time is it? It is Game Time. It's the ticketing app where you get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. All that information will be down in the comments and description of today's show. All righty, the injury report coming out of Wednesday's practice on the 6'4" Big Blue. Bryce Ford-Wheaton did not participate. He's dealing with a little bit of an Achilles injury. He's kind of been in and out of practice. Hopefully he's out there. Honestly, wouldn't mind at this point if he gets some receiver snaps, and we'll tell you why. Dexter Lawrence, just a veteran rest day for him, making sure Sexy Dexy is ready to rock and roll in Munich, Germany on Sunday. Going to be an early one for this football team. And you got Greg Van Roten, who did not participate because of a shoulder injury. And the Giants could be in trouble if he does not play. They're going to need him out there. He's been someone that's getting better every single week, and he's been one of the better run blockers on this team. And you're playing against a Panthers defense that's the worst in the NFL at stopping the run. You need him out there, and I want to see Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary go crazy. Darius Slayton, though, he's got a concussion, and it sounds like he could miss a game this Sunday, and that'll be a spot where the Giants are going to miss him. Look, Slayton's had a really solid year. He's filled in for Malik Neighbors. He's had a couple of big-time games, 32 catches for 470 yards, and he has that touchdown. We know that he is someone that Daniel Jones leans on, and if he is out, someone's going to have to step up. And maybe not even step up. How about we get Malik Neighbors back in the game plan for the New York Giants? Feed this man early and often, because I am tired of hearing him post-game complain about the play calling, about the lack of involvement, and being open and not getting the ball. Look, in the first 4 games of the season, Neighbors was off to an unreal start for a rookie. 35 catches on 52 targets, 386 yards, 3 touchdowns, 11 yards per catch. He was at the top of the league in receptions of over 15-plus yards. He was the juice in the oil inside the engine of the Giants offense. Now the car doesn't work all that well. Since returning from his concussion, he's just been a jag. 20 receptions, 171 yards, 0 touchdowns, and he's averaging just 8.5 yards per catch. Get this guy the ball early and often. I want to see the Giants get back to playing through Malik Neighbors, because honestly, that was the only time it was fun to watch this offense go to work. And look, when you're an offense that's struggling, there's not a team that you would rather play more than the Carolina Panthers. They've been terrible. They give up 32.6 points per game, the most in the NFL. They give up 391 yards per game, the most in the NFL. And they have a bottom 7 passing defense as well, giving up 232 yards per game. And I want to see this Giants offense get on track. I know you're finally away from MetLife Stadium. Daniel Jones did break that curse. Last time he played overseas, he took down big bad Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully he can get back in lockstep and in communication and chemistry with the guy that's going to make his life easier, Malik Neighbors. Want to go to some injury updates here from Dan Duggan. Shout out to him. Covers the Giants for The Athletic. In my opinion, the best on the beat. Shout out to him. He asks great questions. Says, Dable didn't sound very optimistic on wide receiver Darius Slayton's shot of clearing the concussion protocol for Sunday. That's why Neighbors needs to get back to being that guy. And the Giants are promoting corner Art Green from the practice squad to take Nick McLeod's spot on the active roster. If you missed it, the Giants did cut Nick McLeod yesterday on trade deadline day. They asked him a couple of weeks ago to take a pay cut. He said no. Now he is a free agent. Also, Duggan saying that Dable said they are going to open the practice window for kicker Graham Gano to return from IR. Punter Matt Hack is back on the practice squad, so that's insurance for Jamie Gillan this week. And tomorrow's practice on Thursday is going to be big for the special teams unit for the New York Giants. When you talk about guys that were limited at practice, kicker Graham Gano sounds like he's going to be back in the fold, and he's going to be kicking kicks and PATs for you once again. And it sounds like Jamie Gillan's going to try to give it a go as well. We'll see how much or how little he can do the rest of the week at practice. Both these guys have missed a lot of games because of hamstring injuries. Theo Johnson, an Ian back issue. Hopefully he's ready to go. Finally got on the touchdown board last week. Nice to see him finally be involved. I want to see growth from him the rest of the year. We're not going to do that if he doesn't play. And then your special team specialist linebacker, Ty Summers, dealing with an ankle. If I had to guess, I think all four of these guys are going to be out there playing for Big Blue this Sunday. Speaking of this Sunday, who do you got? Who's going to win the game in Germany this week? Type NYG for the Giants, CAR for the Carolina Panthers. It is official. Bryce Young is going to be starting. So we're going to get Young versus DJ in Germany bright and early Sunday morning. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG. Same handle on both, @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there, and let's go Big Blue.